Hola amigos, bienvenidos a la clase de Señora Pilar de Español. Today I have another story for you that we're going to use to practice or review saying me gusta or no me gusta. I like or don't like certain foods. We learned that a few lessons back, but we're just going to practice that in this lesson, and you're going to learn how to say some names of some more foods in Spanish, and you're going to learn how to make a sombrero de chef, a chef's hat, just like Nacho's hat here. So in this story, Nacho's favorite meal is gazpacho. And that is a cold tomato-based vegetable soup that originated in Andalusia, Spain. So we've learned some countries over here on our continent that speak Spanish, but we haven't really talked about the original Spanish-speaking country, Spain or España. So we're here to get to Spain. You'll have to sail across the Atlantic Ocean. And Andalusia is a little region in the south of Spain, and it's famous for this dish called gazpacho. So again, we're going to review no me gusta, I don't like it, and me gusta, I like it. And here are there's lots of names of food in this story, but I'm not going to try to teach you all of them. But here are some common foods that rhyme. You've got pan and flan, bread, and this is like a Spanish custard dessert that they like. Helado y pescado, ice cream, fish. And then we've got muchacho, of course, which means boy, and gazpacho. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. Now, on each page, as I'm reading, I want you to say whether Nacho le gusta or no le gusta. Does he like it or does he not like it? This is Gazpacho for Nacho by Tracy Kyle, illustrated by Carolina Farias. Okay, in a big city by a large busy plaza lived a very small boy in a simple white casa. The name of this tiny muchacho was Nacho, and all he would eat was a soup called gazpacho. Gazpacho for breakfast, gazpacho for lunch, gazpacho for dinner, for snacks, and for brunch. So, le gusta or no le gusta? Le gusta gazpacho. Nacho le gusta. He didn't like meat or the smell of pescado. He didn't like chicken or ice-cold helado. And when he saw slices of manchego cheese, he asked, "Is there any gazpacho left, please?" So, ¿le gusta, Nacho, le gusta pescado? No, no le gusta. ¿Le gusta helado, ice cream? No, no le gusta. Mami would say, "You're a picky muchacho." Nacho would say, "But I just want gazpacho." At breakfast, he woke up to leche and churros. He cried, "Mami, this food is for the burros." Burro. So, Nacho, ¿le gusta Leche? No, no le gusta leche. For snacks, Mommy sliced up chorizo and bread. Nacho would ask for gazpacho instead. At lunchtime, Mommy served Spanish tortilla. Nacho would put the pan under his silla, under his chair. No le gusta chorizo. Nacho. At dinner, Mommy fried mushrooms, or setas, and served them with rice next to crispy croquetas. She filled up a bowl with fresh loaves of pan and whipped up a custard dessert she called flan. All of the food was rejected by Nacho. Gazpacho, gazpacho, he cried, más gazpacho, more gazpacho. So le gusta setas or mushrooms? No, no le gusta. There wasn't a plato that Nacho would touch. Mami grew tired from cooking so much. Nacho, she cried, it's not right. No es justo. That all of these meals are not to your gusto. You're coming with me to the market we're shopping. I'm learning to cook? Nacho asked, his eyes popping. The market was bustling. People were looking for all the legumbres they needed for cooking. Nacho's mouth watered while gazing at piles of colorful vegetables stretched out for miles. Onions, potatoes, or cebollas y papas, bamboo and spinach, or bamboo espinacas, cucumbers, mushrooms, pepinas y setas, corn, avocados, maíz, aguacates. And last but not least, bright red, juicy tomates. And you know what tomates are? Tomatoes. It's another one of those cognates that sound the same in English as in Spanish. Tomatoes, said Mami, for you to cook, Nacho. You'll learn to prepare your beloved gazpacho. Ole, Nacho cried. I can cook, yes I can. And off to the puestos of veggies he ran. He gathered tomates that smelled fresh and clean and found a pepino whose skin was dark green. Among all the colorful fresh alimentos, he picked out a few crispy pimientos. He added a small clove of garlic, or ajo, and set off for home to begin el trabajo. Trabajo, that just means to work. Dressing the part with a huge chef's sombrero, Nacho felt just like a true cocinero. With bright red tomates piled high up to his chin, he looked up at Mami and said, let's begin. They cored and they sliced and they diced and they seeded the pounds of tomates and peppers they needed. Mami then carefully chopped a cebolla. Nacho helped finding a pot or large olla. Nacho, said Mami, I need a pepino. He gave her the cucumber. What a good niño. Mami then crumbled some bread in the pot and left it to soak till it softened a lot. They sprinkled some sal and flew through the air. Ah, Nacho, cried Mama, the bowl's over there. Lastly, she drizzled a very small drop of oil and vinegar over the top. She blended the soup in a big batidora and left it to chill in the fridge for 1 hora, 1 hour. Dinner that night was a wonderful treat. Nacho, cried Mommy, la cena, come eat. Nacho rushed into the kitchen and saw the bowls of gazpacho and stood in there in awe, bowl after bowl after bowl of gazpacho, cooked by a clever, creative muchacho. He sat down to eat with a giant sonrisa and finished the soup very quickly, deprisa. Nacho was happy, but deep in his heart, he knew that gazpacho was only the start. He thought of the fresh, tasty meals he would make, the foods he would cook, and the sweets he would bake. Eagerly off to the kitchen he dashed, where all the legumbres, the veggies, were stashed. Mommy, he said, though I love my gazpacho, I'm trying new recipes. Call me Chef Nacho. And if you ever want to learn how to make gazpacho, you can rent this book from the library where I got it, and there's a recipe in the back. But for now, we are going to make a chef's hat so that you can be your own cocinero or chef. It's very easy to make a sombrero. For chefs, this is what it will look like. And all you need is a strip of, you could use poster board. If you don't have poster board, you could cut pieces of paper and just attach them together until they're long enough. And then you'll need some tissue paper, white tissue paper. You could get the paper out of your new pair of shoes from the store. You could find this paper anywhere. I'm just going to get 2 sheets. I think that may be how much we need. And of course you'll need scissors to cut your paper with, but I'm finished with the scissors because I did that part. And you should be able to finish the rest just with some glue. You can use staples or tape, either way. So the first thing we're going to do, well, we do need to cut our paper to size. So this is going to be the bottom of your hat, and it needs to be the right size to fit around your head. So you're just going to wrap it around like this, and then you're going to see where it meets so you can see how big you need your hat to be. So I think I need mine to be about this long. So then I'm just going to take my scissors and cut it off. Okay. And so that's going to be our base. Now this part can be a little tricky. We're going to take 1 sheet. Now you don't have to do this step, but if you want it to look like a real chef's hat with the little pleats in the front here, we're just going to fold little pieces together. You don't have to do it across the whole hat. We'll just do it enough so that in the front you see the pleats. So you're going to take it and fold it. Let's do it like this. Just gather a little pleat like this. And I'm just going to take a little glue and just touch it on there just a little bit. Let's put the pleat on, just a few in different spots. Like this. You don't have, it doesn't have to go all the way up. You just need a couple of little pleats at the bottom. Okay, you can do it all the way around if you like, but I'm just gonna do a few. And then all you have to do is put some glue on your paper strip and glue the paper. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll get a second piece to go the rest of the way, and I'm not going to worry about pleating that, but I will kind of put a little bit of glue so we can attach the two pieces together. And then we'll just glue the rest of it down here. And I'm going to take my scissors and cut off the excess. This next part is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. So, if you're at home, if you're using paper, you could just glue this together, but since I have cardboard, it's a little bit stiff. Instead of gluing, I'm just going to take my stapler and staple it together. This, or you could use tape and you could tape it together. And of course, I am out of staples, so we're going to glue it. All right, now, and here's the tricky part. Our last step, you're going to take this top part and gather it together like this. And reach inside, kind of poof it out, and then you're going to pull it through. Of course, my paper is not attached like it should be. We'll fix that later. And I'm just going to use this, well, I'm out of staples, so I'll use glue, or you can use tape or a stapler. And attach that inside part together. And just fix it here. Vale. Here we go. Now you have a sombrero for a chef, or a cocinero. And remember, friends, when you don't like what your mother has to offer on the table, instead of complaining, saying, no me gusta, you just need to ask your mother to teach you, your madre, to teach you how to cook your favorite foods. And you can do it yourself with your chef's hat. Muchas gracias, amigos. See you next time. Hasta luego.